Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me because I am in a hot tub and it can be kind of loud, so I have no idea if you can hear me. But your girl is tired, okay? She is so tired. And then my nails is looking raggedy because I've been popping soda cans and stuff, and I didn't pack my nail polish remover, and I'm like so embarrassed. I'm sitting up there doing my announcements, holding my little e-pad, and my other hand is holding my phone. It's even worse. Nail polish just chipped, and I can't wait to get home and get them done. And the thing about it is I cannot go get like acrylic or powder or anything put on them, because when I first got to Chicago, I had my nails done in Texas, and then I hadn't been able to go home for a while, so I had to get them done in Chicago, and they didn't have the same powder or that I had, so I had to get a whole new set. So I had to soak them off and get a new set, and they damaged my nail bed. So now my nails only grow this length. Once they get any longer than this, they start cracking at the skin, and I have to peel them off, and it hurts, and they look so bad. So I went to a nail shop that's in the airport actually, and I was gonna get powder put all over them so they can last longer, and she told me, she was like, look, I could take your money, but you really need to lay off getting your nails done for at least a year, because your nail bed is so damaged and they're so thin that it would only make it worse. So she was like, just come and get your manicures and get a polish, but that's it for a year, because my nails are so damaged. I mean, literally, this is how, look how raggedy that is. I'm so embarrassed that I gotta go to work today and open cans and pass people drinks looking like this, and I don't have any polish remover with me. And the nearest store, he said it was half a mile away. I could actually walk it if it wasn't snowing. And then he said, well, you can take the shuttle, you know, they have the shuttle here that crew can use, a van that you can, you know, to drive. But it's snowing. I'm not driving in that. No. So this is gonna have to do. This is my last day. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. I don't have no wood to knock on. But let me tell y'all, this week, this trip, I think I jinxed myself, because I was so nervous about coming to Houghton because it snows here, and worried about getting stuck. This was the last place I needed to worry about. And even though it's snowing and there's a lot of snow outside, they say this is like summer to them. This is nothing. So I'm like, really? Because I'm all covered up from head to toe, like this is just too much. But Houghton hasn't been the issue. It's been all my other trips from day one that have all been like seriously delayed for whatever reason or another. Yesterday I was supposed to have 2 trips, just 2, and I had to report to my van at 5 o'clock and be back in Houghton tonight, which is where I am now. We should have been back by before 10. We get to the airport. Where were we at? Was it Chattanooga? No. Okay. I don't know what happened the first day, but the first day we had delays, so all our first day trips were delayed. Then the second day, where were we at? We were in Houghton. And, oh yeah, we were in Houghton the second day, and our flight was delayed a few. And then when we left, we pushed our shuttle time back, and then when the plane coming from Chicago had some issues and had to turn around mid-flight and go back. So when we got to the airport, that's when they were making the announcement about the flight turning around. We didn't know. Oh my God, this one passenger, he was just going in. And so we had to wait a few hours, you know, for our flight. And then when it finally came, then we had a delay for some issues. That passenger that was giving the gate agents problems now was giving me problems. But I handled it like a champ. But in my mind, I was like, you trying my nerves for real. So we finally landed, and then had to make a quick trip to Chattanooga, which was a quick. They canceled the other two that I had yesterday, and we just did the Houghton to Chicago. We were supposed to go from Chicago to Lexington back to Chicago, and then Chattanooga. But since we were so late, they canceled those two legs, and we just did Chattanooga. Those passengers were amazing. They were wonderful. They understood. We had a good time. We laughed, kikied, and all that. Then leaving Chattanooga, we had a delay. So we were supposed to leave like at 5 something. Didn't leave until maybe 9 something. Get into Chicago late. And then had to come here back to Houghton, and I don't think I got in till like 1 in the morning. So from a 5, I have been up since I got up and ate breakfast that morning for 8. So I have been up since 8 o'clock that morning. Didn't get back in a bed until 1 something this morning. And then our flight, when we landed last night back here, there was a maintenance issue that the captain had to call in. So I'm like, oh God, are we gonna have a delay today? So while I'm eating breakfast this morning, I ran into another pilot who was supposed to actually take our plane out this morning, who's now delayed 6 hours. So if they're delayed, we could possibly be delayed. So right now I'm just chilling. My body hurts. I'm so sore. I'm sitting in a hot tub. And then I'm gonna go back to my room and take a shower and lay down for about 35 minutes. Keep checking the flow of our plane and make sure that it's gonna be on time. And then get dressed. So we're supposed to have a trip from Houghton to Chicago, Chicago to ICT, and then back to Chicago, and I should be done by 8 p.m. tonight. And if all goes well, there's no issues, and I'll be in my crash pad, you know, no later than 9:30, pack my bags for home, and then I have a flight in the morning to Houston that right now is still looking good that I can get on, and I'll be home for the holidays. So let's just pray all is well. But other than that, I don't want you to think that I'm complaining, because I know that it comes with the territory. It's part of the job, and I'm not complaining to that extent, like I hate my job and this is too much, and I'm none of that. No, it is just part of the job, and it comes with the territory. And I just want you guys to just be prepared and ready, that you can't plan anything. You just never know what's gonna happen. I really wish that I had started my meal prepping, because I spent so much money these last 4 days having to buy food, because we're getting in so late that I'm having to, you know, eat in the airport or what have you, and I regret that. That's the one thing that I can't wait to be able to do next month. I'm going to seriously, the amount of money that I'm spending eating out and stuff like that, but it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I can honestly say that all my years of working have, you know, in the medical field, having a 9-to-5 job, or working in the ER, you know, shifts and stuff like that, I have never had the feeling that I have now for this job that I've had for any of those jobs. And even though I'm making less money, I feel so much better. I feel like I'm at peace, and I'm not stressed like I was at those jobs. There's something about sitting behind a desk 5 days, sometimes 6 and 7 days a week, because I had to work overtime, having to be at work and clock in at a certain time and clock out at a certain time, go to lunch when someone tells you have to go to lunch, and you still stress and don't want to get up in the morning because you hate your job for whatever the reason is. I don't have that feeling right now, and it's such a blessing to not have that type of feeling and be stressed out about, you know, going to work, and not, it actually, this sounds crazy, but actually not being able to afford to go to work because gas is so high, going back and forth and stuff like that. So I feel blessed. I feel like finally I'm in a place in my life where I'm doing something that I love to do, and I wouldn't change my decision for the world right now. I wouldn't. Of course, I miss my kids and stuff like that. Now that I have a line that will get a whole lot better. And then, like, my son is going to be overseas. I'll be able to, go and visit him and see his games and stuff like that without having to worry about, his agent called me the other day, and he may be leaving the day after Christmas, going away to I can't even pronounce it, Latvia in Europe, Latvia. And I went online looking at tickets, like, okay, if I had to pay to send him there or whatever, it's going to cost $182 to go to Europe. And then if he takes and that's if he takes Lithuania Air, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but if he takes American, then it's nothing. And it'll cost probably coming back because of the international rates, but going is nothing. And then I'll be able to even be able to go visit him. So that's a blessing right there, that I can still go and travel and see him. My daughter made all A's. She did 7 A's and 1 B on her report card. And one of those classes, actually 2 of those classes are high school courses. And she's 13 years old, so I'm super proud of her. So I still planning on taking her to Paris next year for her birthday, for doing so well in school. So I'm extremely blessed right now, and I really enjoy what I'm doing, and I appreciate the opportunity that this airline has given me. And I know that some of you will probably start off and then leave or quit for whatever your reasons. You may feel like this just wasn't for you, it wasn't what you were expecting or what have you, but I just hope that I'm able to send some type of positive vibes to those and let you stick it out and see what it's like for you. I remember talking to one of the ladies who was real brand new. She had just graduated, and I ran into her in the crew lounge, and she looked so discouraged. And we just had a conversation, and I kind of told her my story. And then we exchanged phone numbers, and then she got her first trip alone on the 200, and she was absolutely going crazy. And she texted me, and I was off, and so I was able to, to walk her through it. And then her first day being on reserve, she was at home and she was contemplating quitting, and she sent me a text, and so I called her, and I just talked to her. And now, she told me last time she saw me, thank you, because I was about to quit. I was about to give up because I just didn't know what to expect, and you really, talked to me through it, and I appreciate you. So if I can help someone, do that, then my job is done. So I can only just be as real, as transparent as I can be, because this job, can be stressful and take a toll on your mind, your body, emotionally. You're going to be going through all kinds of things once you start working, especially when you away from your kids and your babies and your parents and your loved ones and husbands and boyfriends. It's going to get hard, but I just encourage you to stick it out and pray, and you'll be okay. So I am about to get up out of this hot tub now and go and take a shower and try to relax until it's time for me to get dressed. And until the next time.